Am I live? I think I'm live. Am I coming through to you, universe? Let me see where this is going out to. Oh, sweet. Popping up a bit. Double checking this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Can people hear me? I don't know if people can hear me. Ooh, it looks like sound is not coming through. Hello, hello. Is sound coming through? It looks like it's coming through, but is it coming through? Boom, boom. Oh. Hello? There we go. All right, now I know it's coming through. I'm not 100% expecting people to like hang out for this. Whoever pops in, that'd be great. But this is kind of more of just a recap of this events because I haven't really been as active as I was over the summer or the fall. I haven't been live streaming as much. I've been doing the solo guitar live streaming for quite a while. And it's always great hanging out with y'all, but like it was getting I guess recap or just like a quick update about who I am, because I know there's a lot of new people on this page who are now, and I'm Pravin. All this music that you've seen is music I write or I'm a part of in some way. I'm a full time musician, so I do a lot of freelance gigs as well as my own music, and I also teach a lot of guitar. Throughout the pandemic, that's been how I stayed afloat. And I love teaching guitar, but currently I have so many students that it was just getting absurdly overwhelming to try and keep up with all the things. So I was just like, it might be better to kind of hold off on trying to keep a consistent live stream flow because I can't do it very well. I don't want to disappoint people. So those were things going through my mind. I know some people have hit me up about like, hey, I missed the live stream. And I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. By the time Monday rolls around, I was doing like Monday nights. And by the time Monday rolls around, my brain was like done. I like couldn't handle it. I'm sorry. Tried my best. I'm not really planning on playing right now, just kind of talking. So I hope that's cool. I hope you guys are into me talking. So this Sunday, I did my first like indoor gig with my band, which was awesome. I've only played this last year. I've only played at one place with my music. I did have a few gigs with Taylor Bradshaw, but when it came to just my music, I've only played at Salem's Hour, which is a super dope bar that is up the street from me in Brooklyn. And it's such a great community of people, and it's a great community of musicians, and the staff's great. Everything's great. I love that place. Um, so it felt very correct that like my return to like playing with my band was there, and it was a blast. It was a very comforting feeling because the place was packed with like all my friends who I've been like hanging with throughout the entire pandemic. So it felt very special and beautiful to like kind of have this like triumphant moment with so many people. So yeah, I don't know, not to get too sappy, but like no, screw that. I'm gonna get as sappy as I want. I'm gonna be super sappy, ultra saps. Um, I am so grateful for everybody who showed up. Uh, man, like, there's so many people, and I love them all. I like honestly want to like shout out to everybody, but like I know half of my friends don't really follow me on Facebook, so I'm just like they're not gonna hear it, but they're still awesome. So it was really comforting and just beautiful moment to like enjoy with people. And God, it felt so right. Like during the rehearsal, I was getting emotional because it was like I'm hearing my music come alive again for the first time since August, really, like when we did the rooftop videos. But that was like the rooftop videos were amazing and fun, but we were still kind of in it. Like for me, like my mindset was still like almost defeatist, like just you're still in the pandemic and the biggest part, the most stressful part. So that didn't feel the best yet. Um if that makes sense. Like I still felt, I mean, musically I felt so rusty cuz I hadn't played my instrument in forever. So those rooftop videos like feel very cathartic because it was like that first time performing in so long, but I just remember like feeling so rusty, so unable to emote through my music very well past parts. And like God, it's so interesting because like there's a lot of flaws with those videos musically. And I don't delete a lot of the comments. If it gets really nasty, I will. But like yeah, there's plenty of comments, people like trashing my guitar tone or certain aspects of the video, and I kind of welcome them because it's like the perfection isn't the point, and I don't want, yes, like I want to be as clean as possible and as like well put together as possible. But the cathartic nature of those videos was the point. Oh, ooh, hmm. Hold on one second. Um, what did that comment come from? I feel like it's gone now. Oh, hi Pam. Uh, that's later today. I might delete this because I don't want people to know about that. But anyway, that was is the cathartic nature of that was more so the point. Crap, that really like threw off my what I was thinking about. What the hell was I thinking about? But anyway, what was I saying? Um, man, that really threw off. It's not your fault at all. My brain just like completely farted when that, because I was just like, oh, am I late? I'm not late. I have like plenty of time. That's why I'm on this. Um, so like that was more so the point. I wanted it to feel honestly rough and like rugged. So I was really happy about that. Um, so I don't know where that. So yeah. Um what was I thinking of? Man, I was like had a good flow. Now it's like awkward live stream moment. Uh but yeah, like those videos, that was in August. So we weren't even through with anything. The feeling of like uncertainty was still really like in the air. So it wasn't like as freeing as like playing a gig. Yo, what's up, Jarrett? Oh my god. You're the dude. He played drums on this gig because he's freaking awesome. No, Pam, you can hang out, hang out. Don't worry. It was just that was like somewhat of a. We can talk later about that. I'm going in a few hours. But like totally hang out. Oh, look at that! Ride the wave. Hold on, I'm just gonna put this up here. Yeah, so it was just like that feeling on Sunday was like much more freeing in a sense that like I mean everyone there was pretty much vaccinated, which was super super cool. And it felt like okay, we've like kind of hit the light at the end of the tunnel. So those were like really good. That was just a great feeling to have and like to feel like that I feel almost like a deep sense of liberation from like the intensities of last year because last year was just in um but I'm so grateful for like kind of every moment of I guess uncomfortability that I felt within myself throughout this last year and to like have the space to address it and then like be able to kind of move forward from it and like to do it in like the medium of music and like create new music and be able to like present it in that way. So like that gig on Sunday really meant a lot and it like I rewatched the live stream so far. Oh man. Wow, okay, yeah. It's just funny like cuz there's such a delay. I think there's like a 20 maybe like 10 to 20-second delay. So I'm just like, "Whoa, what's happening? This is an intense emoji." um yeah, so it was just like super 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 cool to just do that and like feel like you're kind of entering a new era. And with that being said, I was just like we were able to test out music that I'm writing for the next album. And before I even talking about that, today I just announced very cryptically that the what I posted on Instagram is the album art for my EP, which is like a whole different thing that I'll be talking about more throughout the next few weeks. But this is kind of more so about kind of going forward and the things I'd be trying to do on like my social medias and on this page. Oh man, thank you so much. Bop Studios. What's your name, man? Is it Bop Studios? I feel like I should know your other name. But I saw you like commenting like crazy on the live streams, and I really appreciate that. I like couldn't keep up with it all. Yes. Love that. Love that. That's a name of my one of the new tunes, our new tunes. Um Jarrett is a badass sight reader. I just want everyone to know that. Um he crushed. Jarrett, you crushed. I love you. And nice to meet you, Dave. I appreciate all the love you threw, man. It's killing. Like, that was a lot of love on those live streams. I really appreciate that. I wish I was able to like interact with the live stream as well. I might next time I have a gig, I might like hire my intern to like come by and just like tap at people. But that's also the thing. I'm hoping to now start branching out and like playing gigs again and booking. And like before, my approach to booking was always my approach to booking is always what's the word, like let me like who can let me play immediately. I think I want to start branching out to other cities and stuff, so that's something I've been surveying a bit on Instagram to see. And I like also I would love to ask around on Facebook too to just see who would be down, like what cities people are at in my ecosystem of social media, and who would be interested in like I guess having my trio there. So like that's something I'm kind of throwing out into the universe and asking people. Um but yeah, I'm excited to play again. I'm excited to do that. Um it's been super fun. It was just super hard to not get emotional during the gig, and just the like I said earlier, like even the rehearsal, just like it's so cool to hear your creations come alive. That like I can't stress enough. I think everyone should create. No matter what it is, just create something and just watch it come alive, because that is the coolest fucking thing possible. So I don't know what the hell I'm saying at this point. Aw. Yay. Um yeah, dude, it was really fun. I mean, let me open up the floor. Does anybody have questions? Um about like, I don't know, any of the stuff you saw on the live stream. I will keep talking for a while. I have some time. Um but yeah, like thank you, dude. Also, you did mention something about the syncopation. Yeah, I like value a lot of the rhythmic aspects of the band for sure. Like I'm a huge Tool fan. A huge Tool fan. And like they do so much interesting shit with the rhythm that I really love it. What got you started? Are we saying like guitar? Like back in the day, or this band? I guess I'll start from as far back. I started guitar about 20 years ago when I was like 8 or 9. Um I was like super influenced by my older brother who was playing guitar in church and stuff, so I really like he was super cool to me. So I'll actually like throw a lot of stuff to him. Like my older brother was super encouraging about music and taught me the first things for guitar. And all the first rock bands I listened to, he introduced me to, and then I like started exploring on my own. Getting into jazz was very different. I got into jazz from not actually it's really interesting. I got into jazz from like jazz band in high school. It was like the only thing I could play electric guitar in. I started music in school very late. I like started when I was like a sophomore in college, not now, in fucking high school. Dude, Jazz House Kids, yo, we can talk about that. That's where me and you met, Jarrett. I was there for like a week, then I like disappeared. Oh man, with Michelle Roseman, that class. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Honestly, like, I almost want to invite you into this so you can also talk. about Jazz House Kids. Are you doing anything right now? Would you want to come into this? That would be fucking funny. Yeah. But like actually I got into more creative music and jazz because of the drummer on A Thoughtful Collapse, Paolo Cantarella. He and I went to high school together. And yeah, we went to high school together. He's 2 years older than me. So he went to music school first, and he came back with all this like new music that I've never freaking heard again. Dude, how about you come on one time? We like do a little interview about our history. So at this point, like Jazz House Kids, that's 10 years ago or more. That's more. That's like 12 years ago. What the fuck? Whoa. Paolo is great. I want to do a double drum gig with the two of you. It would be awesome because you both have like such deep, intimate understanding of how I fuck up. It would be great. Oh man, that's something we should talk about. That would be so much freaking fun. Um, Imagine a double drum gig with the two of you. Oh my gosh. It would have to be in New Jersey because like we'd have to find some place in New Jersey. I don't know. That'd be cool. Me and Yuka just come to Jersey and are just between this absurdity. You guys should both bring your double kicks. Oh my god. This is an awesome idea. Or terrible. I have no idea. I can't wait. Yeah, so like I got into music that way. I've done that one, Charles. Whoa, that's interesting. Um Man, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm like so sidetracked. I hope this is pretty interesting. But I got into jazz that way, and then I went to school at Jersey City University and studied jazz guitar. And Paolo, my drummer from A Thoughtful Collapse, was also went to like transfer to that school. So like me and him were like super close and like practiced together a lot. And I don't know, developed our own. Like it was kind of nice. Like the school was very traditional, like very like you need to sound like this in order to do these things. And in retrospect, I was like, man, like they really did. Like I get it. And honestly, they did do a good job of like teaching you how to like understand rudimentary stuff, which is fantastic. And like, I mean, I say rudimentary, but with jazz, which is like still so damn difficult. Like, it's so hard to be proficient. But it was like we had that, and then like me and Paolo were both like super, I guess, I don't know, we like both had our focused on our own creative endeavors, and then me and him played together a lot. And then Jarrett, who is like on this live stream, boom. Um, then me and Jarrett played like this gig in New Jersey like once a week for like I think 2 years. And it was great because I'd been like writing all this music, and be unable to really perform it because the aesthetic of it didn't make sense with the school. Um, there was just no opportunity to perform that stuff. But we had this outlet to just try new things constantly. So it was like I have this. Where's the camera? I have this ability to like really like I'm put in a box in school and like learning all these skills about how to deal with it. Oh man, that was a bad idea. I should have just fucking played standards. Like in retrospect, I'm like, how dramatic I was trying to fucking be. I should have just played standards at my recital. But like anyway, in school, I'm put in this specific box and like made to which is like it's annoying, but it's also like, if you learn the skills to deal with that, you become a very powerful musician. But then like after school, I like played in this super crazy tea shop, like allowed to do whatever the hell I wanted, and it was like cool to have these two things balance each other out. And then like from the tea shop stuff, like you meet more people, you get more connections, and starting to get gigs that required more of this unique sound. So now I'm like learning professionalism in this own world, because there's like you kind of get an understanding of professionalism based in like specific mediums. Like if I'm playing musicals, there's a type of professionalism and expectation. If I'm playing in cover bands or wedding bands or jazz standards, there's a certain etiquette and expectation, understanding of like what you should or should not be able to do. But like when it comes to like being hired for your own voice, that's so volatile, and it's so interesting. I failed so many times. I have like no problem talking about that. Yeah, I like such a crappy side person for so long, and it was just like no duh, cuz like neither of the person hiring me and myself didn't understand the rules of conduct for something that was like that I made up. And it's like kind of impossible to. Like they like I don't know, maybe I'm hired by someone who's just like, "Oh, I like the ambient thing you did this time at some point. I want that specific vibe that you created in like this song I wrote," which can be really difficult to like recreate if you don't have enough things to pull from, like experiences to pull from. And like I was 20, so I had nothing to pull from, just like me making it up as I go. Hell yeah, I 100% agree with that. Like it is. I said this to a friend 2 nights ago or last night, and like I don't know, I stick by it pretty close. Like I more so think of my life as failing more efficiently rather than like here are the successes of my life. I more so think of it as like, oh, cool, I failed at this thing faster and more efficiently, and now I know how to do it better, and I know what to aim for. I know like all these little intimate things with failure that like make more sense to me, and I can do more things with it. And it's just like I think of my life and like I don't know, all the things that I'm going for. Yeah, dude, let's jump on this one time. One time we'll jump on a live stream. I love it. Falling with style. I like that. Yeah. I don't know. Like I was like I had a conversation with a friend who was like she was like dating somebody and it was like failing, and she's like been in like so many failed relationships or whatever, and I was just like, and like I don't know, recently she's been more of like this is not what I want, so F that. So kind of, and she feels weird about it. And I'm like, that's great. You're failing faster. It's like better to like realize something is like not working for you. And in terms of a relationship, it's better to realize that something's not working for you like after a handful of months than like 6 years later. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. I like there's of course way more nuance in that, like, but like it was just a interesting conversation that kind of made me think about like in general, like how I view my life and how I view this stuff. Like, I mean, the one of the biggest like setbacks was the thoughtful collapse. And Dave, I don't know if you've checked out the album or anything, but if you have a chance on Spotify, you can check out a thoughtful collapse, or I can send you a link to my store if you want to check out the CD or the or Bandcamp. Um, But yeah, like that came out during the pandemic. So I had to, and it was like lockdown was announced in New York a week before. So it was like so much like I can't stop the release. Like it's going to be released. And I have to cancel like everything. So that sucks. But okay, like what's the next thing? Like how fast can I pivot and like just get this release to happen? And one of my favorite guitar players, and he's kind of a mentor. I don't feel bad mentioning him. I don't know. Should I? Fuck it. Nah. I feel like he'll take this as a compliment. Charlie Raw, incredible guitarist, one of the most baddest guitar players I know. Like that dude had so much shit canceled on him because he is such an efficient and incredible touring musician. It's so much shit, like way more than me. And that dude, like within like 3 days, like bought all this recording equipment, learned how to use it, started to do a pretty fucking good job, and like started to get work recording from home. And I was just like, damn, dude, I'm just crying. Like I needed like a week and a half. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. Figure it out. Like that was some badass shit. Like I'm not like that though. I needed a little more time to process everything that was happening. But that was like but like there was kind of no choice. Like I could have sat down and like been real sad for a while, for like months, but like that wouldn't have helped my album. And I'm glad I like pushed through it. I did eventually need to like slow down and process everything and like talk to someone, which was really important to like just sit down and actually process all the sadness so I don't go like nuts. But like that initial week I was just like, okay, everything's canceled, tours are canceled, time to figure out the digital world, which has been great. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to really use this medium, be at peace with like, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, be at peace with those worlds a little bit more and like utilize it to like just talk to people. It almost feels like now I'm using the stuff the initial way I used it 10 years ago, which was just like, oh, I just want to talk to people. But like the mediums I've created is like, oh, you know me through my music. Like, let's talk. Let me learn it. Like, Dave, I'm learning about you right now. What do you do? Are you a musician? I'm guessing you might be a drummer. Aw. Aw. Colorado's really pretty, though. But I do love Brooklyn. Aw, that's a shame. Is he a musician, too? I'm like, let me see where if there's any other comments I'm missing. Once in a while, like, I'm using this program called Restream. And once in a while, they don't. It generally is incredibly powerful tool, but once in a while, it's like missing comments here and there, and I'm like, wait, oops. But it looks like I got everything. Cool. Sorry, I back to what? What did he move here to be an artist, to be a musician, to do that vibe, or like something else for college or something? I could understand this being like rough to like move to during the pandemic, though. I like can really understand that. Sick. That's awesome. That's some cool shit, man. Oh, oh, very cool. Very fucking cool. Yeah, I can understand it being pretty freaking tough. There's already so much of an adjustment period, and honestly, like you weren't getting New York uh those first few months. Like that wasn't New York because everything was shut down. All the things that made New York, like ceased to exist, and they're coming back. Like I think, oof, that's hard. If it wasn't for music school, I probably would have. Like I always, reading is always a part of my life because I like have done so much arranging, and I'm always really into studying like uh, scores, like wow, my brain's blanking. Like string quartet scores and solo piano scores. So I like being able to like read music. So I keep it up that way. But sight reading, I was always like, eh. Grew up in Albany, nice clubs. Man, cool. Are you still living upstate? I want to go back up to Albany. I'm trying to find places to play up there. See what's open. I'm like looking forward to branching out upstate. Let me check if I've talked about all the things I want to talk about. Dude, I feel the same way about his guitar lines, so I get it. Real quick, did I hit all my points? I think I did. So yeah, I guess to wrap up everything I've talked about, I feel very hopeful and encouraged, and I'm ready to man, I'm ready to get back out there with music. And it's exciting, it's a little scary. I hope I can. I'm from Florida. Sick, dude. Keep you found me on Facebook, right? Feel free to DM me anytime. Like I'm always down to talk further. I just have to get ready to head out. I'm plugging you. Yeah, thank you, man. Um, yeah, I'm just really excited for this next era, and yeah, I'm gonna start jumping on a little bit more. For those who miss the solo guitar performing on this live stream, I don't think I'll be doing it as often. I think I'll be doing more things like this, and I apologize. Honestly, my heart wasn't 100% in it. I always felt like I wasn't giving the best of myself, especially like as like during the fall and um spring semesters, because I again like I started teaching so much more than I've ever been teaching. So I have to give my best for that. And so honestly, like my mental health of like trying to do the solo guitar live stream was really hard. And hopefully that changes and I get back into it. But I will be doing live streams kind of more like this. Or honestly live streams at rehearsals or gigs. I'm gonna be trying to do that more often. So there will be like more things for people to plug into. Oh, thanks, dude. Um, yeah, no, feel free to shoot me a message on my Facebook page. Uh, honestly, whatever. That's like an open channel. I don't really know if there's like a chat thing for YouTube. I haven't really explored YouTube that much. This is going out to YouTube right now. All these comments are from YouTube. Um, but I just don't explore it too much. I'm more so like know what Facebook and Instagram are doing. And no, I don't know what Twitch is doing. I don't think I'm gonna get on Twitch. I'm sorry. I've been asked that before. I'm like, that's too much. I can't handle learning another platform. But I'm going to be hopping on doing live streams, but they're going to be more of dialogues really, and hopefully performances again. But I have a new EP coming out, and I posted the artwork for the first time on Instagram, and it's on my Facebook page. So hop over and check that out. And I'm gonna start talking about that because that is delving deeper into my lockdown quarantine experience. And I'm excited and a little nervous about this EP just because it's so different than all the other music that I've put out. And the music that I'm writing currently for the next album is still, it's like not like, this EP is kind of this own little thing, that this own little world I've created that I don't 100% know where it's going, and I'm super excited about it because I have the material from A Thoughtful Collapse that I've been developing slowly and very, very methodically for years. Since the EP, right now I have two releases under my belt: Identity EP, which again you can find this on my website. Like, I'm still selling CD copies of it all. Identity EP and A Thoughtful Collapse. Like, those are more closely related. And then there's this next EP, Celestial, and it's something different. And I really enjoyed making it, and it was very cathartic in that sense of like, I really need to, like, this is very representative of a lot of my feelings during that time. So okay, like, thank you for checking this out. If you're checking this out after it was live, thank you for sitting through it. Dave, you're the shit. I'm looking forward to talking more, man. And peace out, everybody. Take care.